Welcome back to Shannon's Plants Planting Time. Today's video is meant to be a little silly with some science base to it. So we're going to start off with reasons to have houseplants. And I have my trusty little notepad here because getting old, getting old. Anyway, alright, one of the number one reasons that you should have houseplants, it is good for your health. Why? Because they do the opposite of what we do, which is we breathe in oxygen and release CO2. Plants take in the CO2 and release oxygen. So, you might ask, what happens after photosynthesis stops or at night? Well, plants can stop that process, but don't worry, there are plenty of plants that will continue to produce oxygen at night. Among these include snake plants, spider plants, peace lilies, and who doesn't have a peace lily, right? Even non-planty people have a peace lily, I think. So, not to worry. But yes, they produce oxygen. They also improve concentration and productivity by up to 15%. Now, a study was done on a computer lab where students were placed in a computer lab with plants and without plants. And those in the computer lab with the plants worked 12% faster than those without the plants. So, it improves concentration and productivity. It is known to reduce stress levels and boost mood and increase levels of positivity. Well, everybody wants that $1 million view where you look out and you have all the green space. And they have done studies where people in the hospital who either have a view of greenery or two have plants or flowers in their room heal faster than those who do not. So, they also serve as a practical yet aesthetic purpose. They are an inexpensive or expensive, for some of us planty people, way to lively up a boring room. And if you put them in beautiful pots, that even jazzes up the room a little bit more. Well, most of my plants are in nursery pots because I'd rather spend the money on plants. But anyway, I do appreciate a beautiful pot, so don't think I don't. Let's see. Plants also reduce noise level. Well, this only makes sense because if you have a bare room, it is echoey and loud. And anytime you place anything in that room, the sound has to travel through it or around it or whatever the science is behind it, and thus reduces the noise level. Well, it only makes sense that if you add plants to a space with more things to travel around, then noise is going to be reduced. They also raise humidity and reduce your chance of A, catching the flu, or B, making your skin itchy. So, if you don't want to catch the flu and you don't want itchy skin, plants. And lastly, in the 1980s, NASA released a study about air purifying plants that reduce things called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, which come from things such as ovens, carpets, acetone, toners in computers, glues, and it released a list of air purifying plants. However, you would have to have roughly 2 to 3 medium 10-inch pot size plants per 100 square feet of floor space to actually purify the air. So, some of the #1 purifying plants, air purifying plants, are spider plants, dracaenas, golden pothos, and #1 is chrysanthemums. So, I think I can tell my fiance that I need plants, more plants, because 1, I'm unhealthy. 2, I need to improve my concentration and productivity. 3, I'm stressed and I'm in a bad mood. 4, I'm not feeling calm and I'm feeling lonely and depressed. 5, my room is boring. 6, I have itchy skin and I feel like I'm catching the flu. And lastly, I don't feel like I can breathe with all these volatile organic compounds. So, what I think I can draw the conclusion to, and this is where maybe the science doesn't back me up, but I think we can all only come to the conclusion that having houseplants puts you in the mood. And you want to know why? Because you're not stressed, you're productive, so you've gotten everything done, you're very healthy, if you know what I mean, and you just all around feel great. So I think the #1 reason I can say that I need more houseplants is that I will be in the mood more often. So, you know what they say. Sex sells. Sex sells. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that I have given you some good reasons to tell your significant other that you need more plants. I hope that I have inspired those of you who do not have any houseplants to go out and buy some. And other than that, please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down depending on what you think of this content. And this was meant to be a kind of silly video with some science behind it, except for maybe the last part. But anyway, I hope to see you in the next houseplant video. Bye!